Some people live to swim. Other folks can take it or leave it. But many seniors are now using time in the pool not just to relax or work out, but also to overcome physical ailments. So-called water toning is being touted as a way to build muscles, increase flexibility, increase your circulation, even strengthen your immune system. Let's see what a water toning class looks like.
Hydrotherapy may sound like a complicated procedure, but for these seniors, it has changed exercise from an ordeal to a pleasure. They're in a special kind of hydrotherapy program known as water toning.
I decided on the program because my fraternal grandparents had osteoarthritis, and I realized how debilitating that disease could be. And about 35 years ago, I realized I was having some symptoms myself and suggested to myself that it was necessary that I keep active, keep mobile. And this program certainly has encouraged that for me.
I oversee Fairhaven's fitness program. I do group exercise classes. I do personal training. We do fitness assessments. We help the residents set goals and then help them to achieve those goals.
Hydrotherapy is the use of water in any of its forms to treat illness or disease. Several scientific studies have shown that hydrotherapy can be a helpful treatment for arthritis, burns, and musculoskeletal disorders, and for stroke patients with paralysis. Water toning is a form of hydrotherapy that involves upper and lower body movements against the resistance of water to firm and strengthen muscles while reducing the risk of injury.
It increases the circulation. It relieves, if you have pain and stiffness in the water, it relieves that pain and stiffness. It's easier to move. Also in the water, for older adults, it's so much of a benefit because they can move freely.
It makes me more relaxed. My joints are more flexible after the class, and I don't have to fight gravity. You know, the water helps support my body, so I really enjoy doing it.
And let's kick your leg back behind you.
It's great if you've had hip replacements, knee replacements. I would start there in the water with a therapist.
I had a right knee, total replacement of a right knee. And when the incision reached the point where I could get into the pool, I found it to be a big help in furthering the healing process. Having had a right hip replaced 2 years ago, I can actually jog in the pool, whereas I need the cane to assist me out of the pool.
The United States Water Fitness Association recommends exercise in water as an effective way to rehabilitate muscles, increase flexibility and blood circulation, strengthen your heart, release stress and tension, and improve your immune system. And the association sees psychological and social benefits to hydrotherapy as well.
They love the class because it's a chance for them to socialize. They go, they meet friends, and they have a great time. You'll just notice when they're in the water how freely they move, the smiles on their faces.
Try it, you'll like it.
Here today to tell us more about the benefits of water toning and other kinds of hydrotherapy is Ravita Page. Ravita is a certified fitness specialist and the founder of Vita's Vibe, an online resource for fitness instructors that provides a host of print and video resources as well. Welcome to the Daily Apple.
Thank you for having me.
Tell me about water toning. I'm not familiar with the term.
Well, water aerobics is a format for people that have, let's say, debilitating diseases, or people that are a little older that can't quite go into a low-impact aerobics class.
And if I understand correctly, one of the reasons why it's so great for mature adults in particular is the buoyancy.
Right.
If you're underwater, you only have to support 10% of your body. Is that correct?
Absolutely. The buoyancy is provides that upward thrust to the body. So that means that the joints received a less of an impact on the body, so it's a lot easier.
Now, is it okay for people of any age, or?
It's great for people of any age, but you will see a little older crowd in the water, but it's good for anybody.
Why do you think most people, especially seniors, take water toning?
I think the main reason that they take it is because they need to continue to move, and it's great for the body. A lot of people have arthritis, rehab, osteoarthritis, and if they were to take classes in an aerobics class, they wouldn't be able to move as much. But you get in that water, and they can still use full range of motion and benefit from that type of exercise.
Is it something, Ravita, that's actually prescribed by a health professional or physician?
We are seeing that more now in the industry.
And you're seeing it more because there must be some very particular advantages to it, as opposed to aerobics, you were saying.
Absolutely.
What are some other advantages?
Well, the most advantage that I see is that a lot of times in a low-impact aerobics class, the gravity takes over the body. And this can be very damaging to the joints in an older person. But in the water, the joints and that gravity doesn't interfere with the exercise, so they move more freely.
And I imagine from a social interaction part, in terms of classes and in terms of your mental health, being able to feel like you can exercise again, is that part of the whole benefit?
Well, we have to keep moving. That's one of the things that keeps people vibrant, is that they can continue to move. And plus, they love to be with their friends. They like to talk a lot during that type of class, so it's great.
Sure. I remember my grandmother had knee surgery at one point, and the physician actually said, you know, you should try water aerobics. Why is it great for recuperation from surgery and things of that nature?
One of the reasons why we feel, or we see that people come in from a rehab type of environment, is that they can continue to go through their full range of motion without gravity affecting them. They can do a lot more bouncing on their joints, as well as just moving through the full range of motion.
So we've talked about the benefits. Sometimes I have trouble getting in and out of the pool. I mean, just going up the ladders and things like that. What other disadvantages can you think of in terms of water toning or water aerobics?
Well, one of the disadvantages that water aerobics can provide, but we try to minimize, is when we work with toys. We have dumbbells, and we like to have people keep their shoulders under the water, because if they work a lot out of the water, then it can affect their joints of the shoulder.
And then it would be similar to an on-land kind of exercise class, which can... So what other types of exercise classes? You've got them with dumbbells, you've got aerobics, and you have running and jogging in the water?
You can do running, you can do jogging, you can do circuit-type workouts, kickboxing.
Kickboxing in the water?
Absolutely, kickboxing. You can do muscular strength.
A little Tae-Bo in the water? Never heard
Tae-Bo
anyone.
in the water,
all right.
absolutely.
Muscular strength, and what else?
You can also do yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi, Qigong. It's a huge, huge area.
What about health precautions? Are there certain types of ailments, if someone has, that they should be careful about taking a water toning class?
With any class, you always have to have some type of precaution. If someone, let's say, it's great for people with arthritis, but if they are flaring or if they're going through an episode, then it's recommended that they not get in the water. So you just want to make sure that the people that are exercising are not going through an episode.
Okay, and I don't know if this is a ridiculous question, but do you have to be able to swim to be able to take a class?
No, you don't need to be able to swim, because there should be lifeguards on hand in any water class. It's a requirement.
So what are some of the other things you need to check? You need to see if there are lifeguards that are there. What other things do you need to be careful about?
One thing we always do at our club is we have them fill out a health questionnaire. We want to know about their past or, pre-existing conditions that they may have, so that we're familiar with them and know how to handle them if something arises.
And then very quickly before we go, what about warm-ups and cool-downs? Are the things that you recommend before and after the class?
Absolutely. A warm-up usually is from about 10 to 15 minutes. And this is the time where they're really very social. We just have them doing a lot of walking, movement with their arms, just getting the body to raising core temperature. For the cool-down, it's very similar to the warm-up. It's allowing their heart rate to come back down, again providing very small range of motion exercises, and again the socializing part.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. This is great information.
Thank you for having me.